What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm trying to connect my. What the hell? All right, if these motherfuckers don't work, then we just gonna be headphone-less. Power on. All right, they ain't working. It is what it is. Never mind. Now it's connected. What's good, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. We back. We in here. We chilling. We vibing. Just waiting for Mr. Blackheart to show his face. No, we are not. You said get your figure out of my face. That's crazy. Welcome in, y'all. We doing an interview with the creatives, with the man himself, Mr. Jason Blackheart. Let me send you that request. We did one of these. It's been a couple of days. Oh well, a week and some change, actually.
Oh shit!
You were ready, huh?
Oh yeah. Shit, I was just ain't gonna lie, my microphone hit me dead in the lip just then, bro. Ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. Was it the mic or was it something else?
Hey, nah, bro. You going somewhere with this shit? Nah. It was definitely the microphone. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, some people like to stick their stuff on walls and stuff. You know what I mean? And showers and. I ain't gonna judge you, bro.
Nah, you talking about fucking dildos. That's crazy. That is
I'm talking about microphones. Strictly microphones here. Strictly
microphone. I ain't that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not a nut-ass freak like that, bro. Hold on. That is insane right there. That is wild, but hey, that's some Josh shit.
Either I got standards.
Yeah. I got my limitations, bro.
All right. I feel you. How are you doing today?
Hey, bro, I'm doing good, bro. I got some good sleep. Tomorrow I'm gonna be at the gym early in the morning, bro. So like everything's been good, bro.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I know it's been a very tough month for a lot of people, especially with everybody in the OnlyFans specifically. Everybody going through their different directions, trying to grow, not just grow, but mentally and all these other things. So I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. I know you just released a song today.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I started that shit yesterday and I finished it yesterday. So I was like, ain't gonna lie, let me get that out my face, bro, because I do not like holding on to like projects too long and all that shit, because eventually I just not post it at all. So as soon as I finished it, I just had to post it, bro.
I feel the vibe. So why you ain't post that during Black History Month? I'm just saying, like you had 28 days, but you ain't want to post it during Black History Month when our ancestors has rose from their graves waiting for the praises, and you was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do it during Women's History Month because we don't care about black people. I feel
that's not fair. I posted something during Black History Month. I just haven't posted anything for Women's History Month yet, bro. So well. This song counts, but I did post something for Black History Month. Look at you trying to throw me under the fucking bus. Yo.
I am not. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is crazy.
No. But for those who are here, appreciate y'all for stopping by. As always, if you have a question from my guy here, do use the question mark message bubble at the bottom to ask the question that we may or may not ask in the future, but it really depends on how I feel and how quickly this goes. So the main first question of the night is, where did the name Jason Blackheart come from?
That is a good question. Fuck. Okay, so the first time Jason, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I was born on Friday the 13th, and originally, like, my father didn't want me to take his name. He didn't want me to be a junior. He wanted to name me Jason because his favorite movie is Friday the 13th. And I was born on that day. But like my mom was like, nah, fuck no, nigga. We gonna make him a junior. Don't bring this shit up no more. And none of that shit. And that's how I got the name Marco. So that's where the name Jason's come from. But Blackheart, like, my first name on YouTube wasn't Jason Blackheart. It was actually like Jason Horror. But like some shit happened. Some shit happened. Like my grandmother ended up passing away March 5th, which is today. March 5th is today, right?
Yes.
Yeah, March 5th is today. My grandma had passed away this day. So when she passed away, I kind of went through like a dark period like during that time, because right after she passed away, a few more other close family members and friends that was like very like close to me passed away months at a time. So it's like I never really had gotten the chance to. I had really never gotten the chance to, I guess, grieve and mourn my grandmother's passing. So, like, when it got to that point, I wanted to like quit YouTube. I wanted to like give up on like all of the shit that I was doing during that time period. And then I get some friends at the time was like, "Oh, nah, bro, you know you work too hard at this shit. You should, you know, keep it going and all of that." And I'm like, if I'm gonna keep this going, I'm gonna have to change my name. And Blackheart isn't something like it's supposed to be dark. There's not a dark meaning behind it. Blackheart was just like, I don't know, what is it? I guess I'm a menace. Everybody know this shit. I'm a menace. But I'm also a person that loves very deeply about the people that is close to me, friends, family. It don't matter. Like, I care about people on a very deep level. It don't even have to be no romantic shit. Like, that's just the type of person I am. I just care about people. So that's where, like, Blackheart come from. I could be a menace, but still be this very loving and caring human being, you know? But just know, as I'm being this loving and caring human being, I'm going to say some wild shit. And I don't give a damn who's there to experience it. So that's where it come from.
Okay. Shout out to your grandma, and you know, I know that's really tough. It's pretty tough to talk about, I can imagine too.
Oh.
You know, and it's when you're not able to grieve, you just kind of push things to the side and you just start focusing on things that you know can distract yourself with.
Yeah.
So, you know,
yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a good origin story. You know, not like everybody else's. You know, everybody else's. I don't know. I've heard from everybody that's been, you know, coming through the interviews, they be having some really short ass, you know, children book stories. I'm like, bro, it's like I just threw some two words together. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but like, give me something. You know what I mean? Give me something.
Definitely, bro. It's like for me, bro, like the way I deal with like people close to me passing or just like depression shit is that I too much try not to think about it, like, for sure. Like, I work myself to death, like, when I'm depressed. I don't, like, if I'm depressed, expect me to be at the gym basically killing my body for a good 3 to 4 hours, bro, which is crazy for a human being to even put their body through in the first place.
Right.
But that's how I cope. I got no other way of cope. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't self-medicate, I don't do any of that shit. My way of dealing with my problems is I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to lift these weights. I'm going to run this treadmill until my body says stop, you know? So I don't allow myself to, I don't too much allow myself to take a break or allow myself to sit in a room by myself and think about the situation, because all it's going to do is fuck with me more if I allow myself to do that. So I have to do things to keep my mind and body active, so that way I don't have to let whatever happened, like a family passing or a friend like passing away, like fuck up my mental health, you know? That's like my way of like checking everything at the door before it happens. Yeah.
No, I mean, you are on the more, I don't even want to, I can't really say if it's a positive thing, but you're definitely on the other side of the spectrum of depression and all these other bad thoughts. Because I don't do none of that. I will definitely sit here and, well, I don't cry, but I'll definitely sit here, be throwing punches at the air at the end of the day. trying to deal with stuff. So, I would rather be beefy, bulky, and, have some, some good looking, muscles, motherfucker come talk to me. I could beat their ass, but nah, I'm over here eating whole packages of Oreos and a couple of fucking sodas, and I'm just fucked up. But, I'm glad that you're able to allow yourself to do something positive, even if you're breaking down your body at the same time. You know how to not refurbish. That's not the word. Refresh yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to me, like, it's healthy, but unhealthy at the same time, because no human being should be able to put their body through that type of shit. But I think, like, for me, the reason why I'm able to ignore that type of shit, because a lot of people don't know this. I used to fight growing up. I used to mix martial arts. I used to cage fight. So, far as feelings goes and all of that shit, that's just something that I had to, like, emotions and all that shit, that's something that I had to learn to show and to let out at a later age in my life. Like, my coaches, whenever I would show an ounce of pain, or I would look like I was about to cry in a ring or something, they was like, hey, shut up. We not doing that. You're a fighter, you're a warrior, all of that shit. We don't want to see you showing basically your human side, because, people are going to see that as a weakness. And so for the longest time, I grew up thinking that me crying and me showing emotion, or me showing tolerance, like some type of tolerance towards pain, that people was going to see that shit as weakness. But it wasn't until I stopped fighting to where I realized I have to learn as a man, as a black man, to show emotions, bro. Because most people don't want to hear it, but a lot of black adults, bro, they don't like seeing one another, like, cry or show emotions. That shit weirds them out for some reason. They don't want to see that shit. They don't want to. They don't want to see it, especially for a black man, bro. Like, to them, we not supposed to do that shit. We not supposed to be soft. Yeah. But my mom was always somebody that taught me, like, hey, it's okay to express yourself, and she was the only person to, like, kind of just instill that in me. Hey, I don't care what's going on. You are allowed to be a human. You are allowed to show emotion. You are allowed to express yourself. You are allowed to sit in your room and fucking cry your eyes out. But it's still very rare that I would sit down and I would cry. You have to get me I have to dig deep to even get a tear to fall out my eyes. But when I do, like, that shit, some way, somehow, it's liberating, bro.
Yeah. A lot of people are not able to do that, but, it's good to express yourself sometimes. But I wasn't trying to make this a therapy session, my guy. I didn't mean to bring all this.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't mean to bring all this stuff out, but like John said, W Mom, it's always good to have somebody in your corner at the end of the day. And I've seen, like, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's this one black dude, this one martial arts teacher, and his kids that he trains and stuff like that. And I've seen them, like, a couple of times where they would be upset and frustrated. He will talk to them like, they're human beings, and tell them that it's okay to do all this, to have emotions and stuff like that, because that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And then just get back up and do what you need to be doing. So everybody's life is different, and everybody's situation is different, but there needs to be more people who are able to tell you the truth at the end of the day, because nobody wants to be around a brick wall all the time. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the brick. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I'm saying, bro. Stiff.
But you know what I meant. Second question.
Yeah, second question.
What kind of games are you into, my friend?
Nah, bro. I'm into those open world stealth adventure type shit, bro. Assassin's Creed, for instance. Assassin's Creed is, like, my #1 favorite game in the world. I've played and beaten every Assassin's Creed games, even the ones on PSP. Like, that's like my favorite game. What made it, like, my favorite game was the history behind Assassin's Creed, and historical places and the characters they utilize to, make the story more interesting. I would say, like, now The Assassin's Creed games is kind of fucking ass, and I put in as much time on them. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, for instance, I played like 15 minutes of that shit and never touched it again. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Damn.
But Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, Assassin's Creed 3, Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Rogue. Those are my shit because I love the storytelling in it. But it like those games was always my Metal Gear Solid as well.
Okay.
That's my
shit.
Specifically Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. I could play that game a million times and not get sick of it. I swear to God, bro.
I was going to try to go back and beat 5 because there's just so much involved in that game to try to beat it. You got to do all this extra shit outside of, shooting a motherfucker from 500 yards out. You got to go do shit at this base and go and do all that. And I'm just like, so I never beat the game. Yeah. I'm like, I'm trying to do stealth shit. I just want to kill, do this, do that. But y'all want me to do all this other shit so I can unlock this shit. And I just never got far. But it's been my goal to try to buy it again on PC and try to play it. Bro, but it's a good game.
When you get a chance, bro, play it. But I feel you on because bro, that's how Hideo Kojima's work, bro. Like he's the guy that had majority of like he's the reason why Metal Gear Solid is what it is today. He wrote the storylines, he put it all together, he created every character that's in the game. So when I played Metal Gear Solid 5 for the first time, I expected that game to be fucking crazy. Cause look at his walking simulator, Death Stranding, bro.
There's a lot.
I told myself once I finish that game, I'm never playing it again. It's just too much shit going on, bro. Too much.
Yeah, I'm with you. I haven't beaten it yet. I started it 2 years ago, and then I started it again, and then I lost all the data, so I had to start over again because I said I'm not gonna let myself lose that. So I haven't played it for a bit, but as long as I got Xbox Game Pass, I'm fine. But that shit is I don't like pretending that I work for the United States Postal Service. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that feeling, bro. Yeah. And then I'm pretending to be the USPS while walking through the hood for like 700 hours in this game because everybody want to kill me. Rocks want to kill me. Cliffs want to kill me. The water want to kill me. These whatever the fuck these things, other things, I forgot the name of them right now, but those motherfuckers want to kill me. Yeah, the BT, come on, the BTs is annoying. And then you got the Raiders and those motherfuckers who still, there's oh shit, that motherfucker got a package. Let me steal that. Mind your business. You gonna deliver this package for me? Come on now, bro.
Bro, them niggas got absolutely no reason to fuck with you, bro. Them that nigga got a package, yo. We finna let us take this off your hands real quick, playboy. And to try to dip with the shit after they pick it up. And I'm not finna run after you. You can have that.
Right, exactly. It's like he got some new shoes. Let's steal it. Like, bro, I'm all the way out here, and y'all motherfuckers are just chilling over there. And it's not just one person after your pair of shoes. It's the entire area. It's like 17 motherfuckers. They in Jeeps. They just after you for no reason. Anyways.
Bro.
Whew. Metal Gear Solid, Death Stranding, those are all good games. I have only, I've only played one Assassin's Creed, and that's a lie. I've only beaten one Assassin's Creed. That was Black Flag, which a lot of people didn't like.
What?
Yeah. That was one of the lowest rated Assassin's Creed games, Black Flag.
Damn, bro. You would think that would be one of the highest ones. I guess niggas couldn't. I don't know. The transition to being a pirate and then being in a fucking Italian swordsman, bro. That transition was crazy, bro. Because I wasn't expecting that. Also, because that Assassin's Creed 3 was different. It still had some of the older Assassin's Creed elements in it and the mechanics. Yeah. But once they hit Black Flag, bro, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, that shit, I I knew Assassin's Creed was leaving that type of they're leaving that type of play style and going towards some more RPG play style and all that shit. That's why, like, when Origins came out, I was like, yeah, all right. So I see where this is going. They're going to turn Assassin's Creed into an RPG. And that's exactly what the fuck they did.
Okay. Yeah, I never touched the original one, so I would probably have to try. If I could ever find a deal to buy all of them, which I don't know, but we'll see. I would definitely try to play that, like the first 3 games again.
The first 3. That's all. Well, nah. It's going to be Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Revelations. Those are 4 games you want to play. Because Assassin's Creed 3 will be Assassin's Creed when you're playing as a Native American. Don't touch that yet. Just play the first 4 games, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was or what is? I guess we already talked about it. So we're gonna say, what is your top 3 favorite games? I guess Assassin's Creed and Metal Gear would be the 2.
Yeah. Top 3. Metal Gear Solid. That's number 1. Assassin's Creed is number 2. The Believe It or Not, bro, it's a very old game, bro. It's the older Killer Instinct for PlayStation 2.
I didn't know it was in the PlayStation.
Wait, Killer Instinct was it for PlayStation?
I said I didn't know it was for PlayStation because right now it's just strictly Xbox. So maybe they took the rights or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like I remember. Wait, was it the old Xbox or was it PlayStation 2? Nah, I think I'm bugging. I think it was Xbox.
Yeah, I think that's a Windows-owned game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely Xbox, bro. But I know I played PS2 for majority of my childhood. I never really played Xbox until like the Xbox 360 dropped, and that was like my mom could afford it because PlayStation cost too much and all that shit. So yeah.
Okay. Killer Instinct. Now, have you played it? I mean, you got your own PC. You know what I'm saying? Have you played Killer Instinct now? Since it's on Game Pass.
Oh, definitely. That motherfucker on my PC right now. I ain't gonna lie. I played it online. I'm kind of trash, but still, I ain't gonna lie. They be cooking your boy on that motherfucker, boy.
I don't know if you seen the 2 minute, 3 minute long TikToks of this nigga just getting comboed for the entire time. Like, I'm gonna make this nigga quit. And you're just going
on me, bro.
Like,
it's just something so fucking degrading about getting comboed after your health is depleted, bro. Like, it's just something about it. I don't know, bro. All the confidence gone.
Bro. Look. All I'm gonna say is I think I have it downloaded. Me and you gonna go at it. I'm probably gonna lose, but it's just for fun. I'm just saying.
This nigga jaw is crazy. I just seen this. Not them letting yo. No, you ain't gonna lie. Cookie cakes is crazy. But hey, yo, you know who cakes I'm trying to cook though? I ain't gonna lie. Perp, I see you in the chat. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. Let me spread them cheeks. Stop playing, bro.
That's wild. Perp, run.
Nah, don't run. Come get this Jason Blackheart. Stop playing.
That's crazy.
Hey, yo, she gonna
man.
Yo.
What would be the 4th question? What made you want to start your content creation journey?
The pandemic. I ain't gonna lie to you. The pandemic. Dog. I wasn't gaming like before the pandemic. I did not have a setup, a computer, none of that shit whatsoever. I was going to the gym. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to make a career out of like becoming like one of them, like a fitness nigga. I was trying to like get big, join competitions, start me a fitness page, promote like workouts and all of that shit, and kind of just grind up from the way there and become a trainer and shit. Then the pandemic happened, gyms closed, and I had nothing to do for like 3 whole months. I got my tax return from a job, and I was like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with all this money? I can't go nowhere. So what the fuck I'm gonna do? My brother was like, man, buy you a computer. I'm like, shit, okay. I went on Amazon. I wasn't even looking up specs or none of that. I'm like, the first computer I see, I'm gonna just buy that bitch, and I'm gonna just I got a PlayStation, I got an Xbox. All I need is a microphone, a desk, and a motherfucking computer, and I'm set. I brought that, and the first game, like the first games I had, I think Resident Evil, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Resident Evil 3 had just dropped, and those was the first 2 games I started on my channel. And I don't know, like for real, like that whole process is weird because I'm like, damn, nobody gonna watch my shit. Nobody is not gonna pay attention to any of this shit. But I kept going and I kept making content, and you know, next thing you know, I met my group of friends. We call ourselves Homies Inc. And they was playing this game called Friday Night Funkin', and I was just getting into it, but I wasn't really well like versed inside of the game, and they kind of just motivated me like to play the game more because I seen how like the communities and shit they was able to build off this game specifically, and they made it look fun. Like they didn't just sit in front of a camera and said nothing and let the game play like most niggas do. They was actually very fucking entertaining, and I fucked with that heavy. Then I started to up like my confidence and my enthusiasm, my energy in my videos, and people started fucking with that. So I just kept it going. Will I play the game now? Fuck no, I would not touch that game. That game, well, I'm for real, dead ass. I would not touch that game again. You don't even ask me. But I appreciate what this shit done. Like, if those videos I made on Friday Night Funkin' had not done well for my channel and all that shit, I probably wouldn't still be making content. I'd probably go back to the fitness game. Like that. But yeah, that was like the pandemic and boredom was the reason I even started a gaming channel, to be real.
Okay. Man, it's just I mean, I think a lot of people started during the pandemic, but you're one of the people that I know that is still going. And a lot of people didn't stop because, well, I would say a lot of people have stopped because the success wasn't there, you know. But it was like, I feel like if your intentions was to do content and make content, you know, YouTube, whatever, then nothing could really stop you. But if you are someone that's just like, oh, well, this isn't working out the way I thought it was going to work out, you know, it's going to happen because your motivation was, oh, I'm bored or I have nothing else to do. I can't go outside. I'm trapped in my house type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then a little bit after a while, you're just like, maybe I can make something shake from this. But if I don't make anything shake from it, I'm just going to go back to work or whatever, you know, you was trying to do before.
Nah, definitely.
So some people I've met, you know, 2 years ago, back in 2021, you know, still pandemic time-ish, but not as rough as it was, you know what I'm saying? And they were streaming often, you know, and they were still making content, obviously. Then they just dropped, like just drop off the face of the earth. You know, I'm just, you know, I know some of them had kids or had a child, so I was like, you know, that pandemic, you know what I mean? Like,
get it right. I'm playing with them.
We gotta find something else, you know. They were playing games, and the other person was not, because he never pulled out. He didn't pull out that controller. I'm just saying, but you know, some people had kids, and you know, some people just dropped off the face of the earth. And you know, I can't really talk to them because they're no longer on social media, because that's the way I talk to them. But you know, I still think about them, you know, sometimes, because it's like their content was great. You know what I mean? So it's like, what happened? You know, so and I don't know, but you know, shit happens. So I hope that they're all right.
Circumstances is circumstances, bro. Alone, there's a lot to like dictate whether or not if somebody can keep this shit going or not, bro. I think you have to have a goal, bro, before you start content creating, and that goal has to be your fucking everything, bro. It has to be the reason you wake up, go to sleep, you eat. It has to be the reason why you get up and just fucking get straight to work, bro. Because if it's not, you're not gonna enjoy this shit like most niggas that's have made a successful channel enjoy making content. You know, I think like one thing I learned is that like when you're using content creating as a necessary means to get to like a goal in your life, bro, it's what keeps you going. Like for me, I don't just make content just to make content. I don't just get at the desk and stay up all night to edit a video just for fun, you know, any of this. I have a reason behind all that shit. YouTube is a necessary means to build the type of fucking future and empire and financial wealth that I want to one day have. And not for myself, but for my siblings and for people that come from where I come from that don't know how else, like how they're gonna make it, bro. Because most niggas where I come from don't think about creating a YouTube channel and one day this shit is gonna take off and I'm gonna make money. You either join the game, you go to jail, or you die. That's it. I was one of the very few niggas who decided, you know, maybe joining the game isn't for me, you know? You know, maybe that life isn't for me, because that was a life that I was heading towards, bro. And so when I think about it, it's like, if I continue to create content, I don't have to head back there to that life. I don't have to look back. You know, I don't have to weigh out my options and be like, damn, man, selling drugs and game banging might be the only way that I put money in my pocket. It's not, you know? So I do this shit so that one day I don't have my kids, my future kids, my brothers, my sisters, my mom don't have to worry about, damn, where we're going to get the money to do this, or where we're going to, how are we going to pay for this, and what we're going to eat, or what's in the refrigerator. Did anybody go shopping? You don't have to worry about that no more, because all my hard work paid for all that shit, you know? So if you don't have that type of motivation behind starting content, you will not laugh at it. You will not last, because this shit does get frustrating. Very frustrating. So you got to have a why, bro. That's all.
I mean, you're right. You're definitely right. Y'all heard that? Get yourself goals. Get yourself some goals. That's all. That's all. That's basically it. Get yourself some goals. Okay. Who would your top content creator be? Or it could be top 3 content creators. And how have they inspired your content?
I have 3, actually. Number 1 is Dashy SP. He's the inspiration behind why I wear a beanie on camera and have never showed my hair to the audience or any of that shit. And like, and not only that, like, we come from the same area in Florida, like, you know, we grew up in the same neighborhoods and shit. So seeing somebody that like came from where I come from was like, okay, boom, I can how can I say, I can relate to this guy a lot, you know. So I relate to Dashy on a lot of levels. My second favorite content creator was the Rad Brad, because he was like the first, and he was like the first gaming channel that I've actually watched and all of that shit. And I watched him play Dead Space when Dead Space was the shit. He played a lot of different games that I got into, because I wasn't into video gaming that much, but I was into watching it, you know. So I would go to watch him play video games. The third is H2O Delirious. I don't know if anybody know who that person is, or if they haven't like watched them. If you watch guys like Venos Gaming and all of that shit, then you know who H2O Delirious is. That nigga is hilarious. He's not a nigga. He's definitely
he's not a nigga.
He is hilarious as fuck. A lot of my mannerisms and the shit I say comes from him, you know, because I've watched him since I was a kid. Yeah, those are my 3 top favorite content creators.
Okay. Now, I've never watched Dashy, but the other 2 I have watched. I mean, because, you know, like you said, back when, you know, back in the day when Rad Brad was doing Dead Space, because I wasn't into content creating, you know what I mean? But what I was into was being poor. So, poor niggas can't play these games. So we gotta watch other niggas play.
I swear to God, bro, because had I had the money to afford the games these niggas were playing, I wouldn't be watching these channels. bro. Swear to
Yeah,
God.
exactly.
I wouldn't be watching their channels. I swear to God, bro. But because a nigga was broke and poor and
Yeah.
didn't really couldn't afford like new releases, I had to go to somebody else to see what the fuck was going on, bro. I
Facts.
swear to God.
Oh,
Bro,
man.
The Walking Dead with the Telltale series hit the street. You know how long I've been trying to get my hands on that game since that bitch came out?
Mm.
I didn't play The Walking Dead until I became an adult and got some money in my fucking pockets, bro. I swear to God.
Man, I feel you, bro. I didn't play Dead Space, the first Dead Space, until last year or the year before. It was last year, but I did watch, the Rad Brad play that. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed that. I never stopped to watch H2O Delirious as a solo content creator, but I did watch Vanos Gaming. That's his shit, and then just strictly going from there and just seeing everybody together, because that's mostly what a lot of his shit was about, was just them being foolish as a group. And they inspired me to download Gary's mod, but I don't got nobody to play with, and the shit is ass because it's on a. I love you, baby. I apologize, but this ass computer. He said, "Can you join us?" No, I'm sorry, but I yeah, just what it is. It's kind of an interview for this man down here. So, um, I agree that having someone that you can relate to and with Dashi is great. I mean, there's a bunch of YouTubers that come from New York. I haven't lived or been in New York in a long ass time, or content creators in general. But I haven't really found anybody that it's like, oh yeah, I was born here and I did this and all this. I have and all that good stuff. But I honestly, and it's why I tell people this. Like, I didn't really watch content, because not just because they were entertaining. It was just because I was poor. I had no choice. I wanted I wanted to play these games, but I also didn't want to be like, well, like 12. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna get my next, money for a game.
Right.
This shit is you trying $60 as a teenager is not a lot of money.
Nah, bro.
You know what I mean?
I swear to God, bro. I couldn't. It was like my family was so poor, nigga, that tax time, like the taxes was our Christmas. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's like, so if I wanted any fucking game, any type of like name brand shoes or whatever, bro, but I had to wait till them taxes hit my mom's car and I could be able to go and get it. Because I was not gonna be able to play shit. Like Assassin's Creed, like the Assassin's Creed games, my cousin will buy it for me. So that was like the only game I really had to play growing up. I only had Assassin's Creed. I really didn't play any other game and shit. So yeah, boy, them poor days, boy, when you had to resort to watching a content creator, it's crazy. Do I watch these niggas now like that often? No, because we make content ourselves, so we be trying to catch up, or we trying to see it for ourselves, bro, and all that shit. We don't got time to be watching other people.
Yep, exactly. That's one of the things I struggle with. Everybody, in OnlyFans and anybody in general, is because, like, I'm trying to make my own way, and I'm trying to support, and I'm also trying to do stuff in my actual life because there's other people outside of content creation that I know and I want to help, and I'm trying to do stuff for. But now we suffer from a shit ton of games, and I suffer from the shit ton of games and not being able to complete them, or not have completed them yet. That's Death Stranding and all these other long ass games that take me forever. If I was a kid and I had the time, if I could replace the time I used to watch niggas to play these games, I would have beat them by now. I ain't got that time. I got a job, I gotta live, I gotta eat, and then I gotta make content.
Nah, dead ass, bro. Bro, it's once that adult life hit and you got to pay bills, bro. Like trying to finish a game becomes damn near impossible. I swear to God, dog. Like right now, I'm thinking about discontinuing Hogwarts because the way I see it is like I'm probably not gonna finish that game on time before another game comes out, or I'm just probably never gonna be able to finish it on my channel, being that I'm working a lot. You know, I got a 9 to 5, bro. Like, I don't have the time to sit at my desk, record a video, and edit that bitch all in one day like I used to. I have to record a video, go to sleep, go to work, come back home, edit that motherfucker, post it then, and then it's like repeat the next day, record, then the next day edit, then the next day record. You know, so I don't possess that type of time because I'm either always, and then the gym as well.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing when you going to the gym. So that kind of just like, that takes up a lot of my time as well. But man, adult life will keep you from finishing games. I'm like, Hogwarts are going to get played off screen and finished off screen. And Resident Evil seems like it's going to be like a short game. So I'm probably going to be able to finish that. But other than that, I haven't been able to finish too many games on my channel, bro.
Who are you telling? I can't even tell. You know what? That's a lot. The last game I beat was Callisto Protocol, but that's because I actually put time and energy on that. You know,
beat it?
Yeah, I beat that. It wasn't that long. It was a very short ass game. I ain't gonna lie. It was short as fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. I discontinued the fuck out that game, bro. Like, not because it was like a long game. It's repetitive as shit.
I feel that. Yeah, it had a lot of. The combat was very repetitive. Unlike, you know, it was after a while it wasn't Dead Space. It was gory, but it wasn't scary. It was very gory, but wasn't scary. The monster, you know, there wasn't a surprise when the monsters coming. You know, you're just like, ah, shit. Now I gotta run past these motherfuckers, or I have to fight them, and then just gotta dodge. Dodge, swing, dodge. Like, you know, you run out of, you know, they really put a lot of emphasis on the melee aspect of it. Dead Space, the melee wasn't really there, but you had to use what you had, you know, in terms of your weapons and stuff like that. So, you know, in this game, they just gave you like, here's a couple of bullets, but you're going to have to beat that motherfucker with your hands.
Nah, for real, bro. And it's like, the thing is, with Dead Space, if you hit a motherfucking necromorph, you dropping them. Like, ain't gonna take about 15 fucking hits to kill him. And that's what crazy to me about Callisto Protocol. Okay, you fighting them with like a weapon, but it takes like 1,000 hits to fucking kill just one enemy, but they throwing 5 of them motherfuckers at you at a time. And then if you decide to use a gun, it's gonna take about half a clip before you drop one of them bitches. And by the time you get to the second one, you ain't got no more ammo. That was pissing me off, bro. I swear to God. Bro, I got to one part, I unlocked the assault rifle, right? And I had 3 enemies. I had more than enough ammo to use on them. And I was like, oh yeah, this gonna be 3 easy kills. Bro, I used up all my ammo and them bitches were still standing. I was mad as shit.
I know what you mean. I ain't gonna lie. There was at least an hour and a half or two. I'm saying an hour and 45 minutes of me just doing one section of that game, and it was just because I kept dying by the stupidest stuff, you know. So it was okay. I didn't like the ending. I'm waiting for the DLC to come out. Play some of that, and we'll see what happens. Okay. What goals do you want to accomplish this year for your content?
Fuck, dude. The goal that I'm trying to get right now, because I never want to set the bar too high for myself. Like I just had hit 10K like around the ending of last year. So now the goal is to hit 20K. Like, either I'm gonna hit 20K before the year ends, or I'm probably gonna hit more. It just depends on my consistency and the timing, bro. Like, that's all it is. Because people don't tell you this shit. Like, and most YouTubers not going to tell you this shit, which I don't understand why they don't say that. Why they don't tell people like that's looking to create content or start content, is that it's all about the timing when you making content. And it's all about, like, they'll say, oh, post a lot of fucking content. Post. Nigga, no. Like, you have to time that shit exactly on a dot while people are interested in the game. Because if you post a game and folks is not interested in that shit at the moment, you're not gonna get recommended by YouTube. Algorithm not gonna pick you up. And even if the algorithm do pick you up and YouTube recommends you, people are not gonna sit through your video just because it's a game that is not like that popular currently and all of that shit. But they would tell you, hey man, just post, 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 post. And I'm like, that's cool and all, but you can do that because you make money off this shit. This is your job, you know?
Yeah.
Niggas, they fail most YouTubers who don't work a 9 to 5 or have a personal life outside of content creating don't consider the fact that niggas don't possess that type of time to be able to post every fucking day and to be on time when a new game drops. Because sometimes when new games drop, a nigga is at work. So I can't come straight home, record a video, and post it 5 hours after the game release on Steam or some shit, you know? So it's all about the timing, bro. Like, once you get the timing down and once you know what people want to watch and how they, like, what they are interested in, it goes up from there. Like, definitely. And shit, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to hit 20K, which I know, I feel like, I said it in the video, like, for me, I doubt myself a lot because I doubt myself, like, when it came up to, like, reaching 10K last year, and I didn't know that I was going to do it, especially when I stopped playing the game that fucking built my channel, you know? I was like, damn, I don't play this game no more, so how the fuck am I going to hit 10,000? People were still enjoying what I put out, you know? So hopefully with this, people are enjoying what I'm putting out, and hopefully they're subscribing. You niggas better fucking subscribe. Dog, these niggas need to subscribe, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, help. There should be no way. I got 10,000 motherfuckers, right? I got 10,000 motherfuckers, and only 100 of y'all niggas pull up. Help me, you nigga. Like, for real. Like, bro.
No, I feel that. I mean, I feel that. I think that goes with anybody, even with people with 1,000, even with me with 600 and something other. Like, that's a lot of people. You know, I can't fit them in my house. You know, I could barely fit. I could say like I could fit like 15 people in this house. So I'm, you know, 700, 600, 10,000. You know what I'm saying? I think that it goes to like two things, and I noticed this with like YouTube, not YouTube, but TikTok, is just if I follow somebody, I don't necessarily, with TikTok, I don't necessarily get a notification that this person has posted. And if you're someone that's following 1,000 people, you know what I'm saying, or even 1,000 fucking people on YouTube or whatever, you know, you're not getting notified by every single fucking, you know, person. Yeah. That's 1,000 notifications. It depends on how many stuff they post. Yeah. And I sometimes get lost in my own, not notifications, but I get lost in my own YouTube trying to find that one specific channel that I followed to see what if they have new content coming out. Because I have to go looking for it because I don't have it notified. Right. So the problem is people don't have that notifications on, you know, and for you specifically, just you, because they can have it for, you know, Dashi and Berlizzi and Corey Kenshin and Markiplier and all these other people, and they're posting their content out, and you're in that, you know, they going like this, and you just, you know, you floating up, and then they keep going, you know what I'm saying, with notifications. So the problem is that we follow, and I try to, and that's why my following on like Twitter is so low, my following on TikTok is so low. My Twitch following isn't as bad, but I have followed people that I need to unfollow. But if you have a lot of following, one of the people, you specifically, is going to be missing out on the viewership. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially for 10,000 people. So that's why I don't like following so many fucking people, because I lose out on the content that I actually want to see. Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, I might have liked one person's video, and it's like, oh shit, you know. I want to see more of this person, and then I fucking lose out on it because I done follow somebody else who's posting consistently. So
that's why, like, honestly, like, building a loyal community, bro, is like, that's what's gonna take you far. When you build a community of people who are gonna specifically watch out for you, bro, and when you post, like, that's a blessing right there, because it's just like you said, a lot of these people follow a million other content creators. And so like when a notification pop up, that shit is there, and then a second later gone because there's another notification, another like 50 notifications and shit. And yeah, bro, it's all about like I said, I haven't been doing content too long, so I don't expect people to be like, oh man, fuck, man, Jason Blackheart, he just posted a fucking video. I don't expect them to, because I'm not a popular content creator. Well, at least not yet. I'm trying to get there. But I appreciate the views and the little and the subscribers and the interactions in my comments. The little, even if there's not a lot, like I appreciate all of it because it's something. Most people don't even get the shit, you know? So like, when I reached 1K, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I felt like I was sitting on top of the fucking world because, dude, when did I meet some of y'all, bro? I met some of y'all when I only had 100 subscribers on YouTube, bro. Swear to God. So, I knew who Gamma was before I actually really started making content because I was watching Twitch a lot before the pandemic happened. And then I used to get suggested on Instagram, like a lot of Instagram pages and all of that shit, gaming pages specifically. And she was the one like that popped up that like, okay, I was fucking with her content. Let me watch this shit. Shit you not. Gamma was one of the first few Twitch streamers that I followed and watched and shit before I started making my own content. A part of it was like, damn, she fine as fuck. Let me follow her, bro. Shit you not. Shit you not, bro. So I was, ain't gonna lie, I was,
you big up.
Hey, bro, I'm being truthful. I was on the explore page and I was scrolling and then her shit popped up. I'm like, God damn, she fine as fuck. Let me follow.
Hey, ain't no shame, my brother. Ain't no shame.
Nah, dead serious, bro. Damn. But how I really got it, I think she had hit me up for something. I think it's when I started going in on my content. They hit me up and I joined I joined her server. And since then, like, I've been cool. I started getting cool with a lot of people in the chat and all that shit. But yeah, that's basically it.
You're gonna definitely. I feel like you will reach 20,000. I mean, it's no, I know for me personally, I didn't really reach the goals I wanted last year. I've been at where I've been for a while now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing better this year, but when you grow, you don't expect it, but to not have such high expectations, but not too low expectations really help you as a content creator because growth, you can see the growth and you can be more appreciative of it. Because if you like, oh, I want to reach 100,000 people, and I only got one person, that goal and expectation is just unrealistic.
Yeah.
Now, you might have the time, if you don't have the time, like you said, like a lot of these content creators have time. This is their job. You know what I'm saying? And they also have people editing for them. They just have to record it, ship it off to another motherfucker, ship it back, post that shit. And that's what, a lot of people be struggling with, especially as a viewer. It's like, why can't you make new videos like Markiplier? Why you can't do this like such a bitch? Because I do it by hand. You know what I'm saying?
On me. They don't understand, bro, what it is. What they don't understand the type of time and patience it takes to create your own fucking video, bro. Like, it's bro. How I learned how to edit, bro. I went on YouTube, typed in Premiere Pro tutorial, and watched some random Middle Eastern dude edit for like hours upon hours. For 2 weeks straight, I watched a Middle Eastern dude, the same dude. Edit on Premiere Pro, and I would just like, I'll have my second monitor and I would go to my second monitor and just replicate what he did. And that's how I learned how to edit videos. And once I got good, I started doing my own thing with it. I didn't use a face cam early on and all of that shit. A face cam was a weird transition for me because honestly, I wanted to be a faceless gamer. I did not want people to know what the fuck I look like. But I don't know. I don't know what started. I felt like people seeing your reaction to something like a video game or a jump scare, that helps with people wanting to stick around for your channel. And it's the same thing with, I think like streaming on Twitch is a little bit more easier than YouTube, because you could just sit down at a desk and your reaction is like right there on the spot, right? But with YouTube, nobody wants to sit there and watch like a 3 hour long video of you just playing a fucking video game. They want it to be funny. They wanted to have edits. They wanted to have all this crazy shit, right? And it's like, fuck, now I got to learn how to put effects in my goddamn videos, bro. And now I got to learn how to do all this shit. And I don't know, man, like that time shit, bro. Like, okay, Markiplier them got it. They got editors. They got the money, bro. Whatever money they spend, they just gonna get it right back on the video they just spent their money on. So
exactly,
you know,
they ain't got much. They ain't got much to do. You know, I mean, maybe in the beginning that's what they dealt with, but they figured out how to. They had figured out how to do the system, and people are throwing this money at them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, it kind of, I want to say it pisses me off, but it does make me sad, you know, when the closest people to me are more likely to spend money on those folks than me. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll say, "Oh, I support you. I'll do this and I'll do that." But you know, if I was on and Markiplier was on, I know who they're going to. You know what I'm saying? And it makes it's like, damn. And I know, I want to say, for me personally, like I mean, I feel like I'm entertaining enough, but I'm not Markiplier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and you know, I still love my friends and all this other stuff. There's nothing I have against them, but if you say you support me, that's going to come to be, you know, I'm going to expect support at the end of the day. If you just saying it and you got like all this other shit, then, you know, from this motherfucker, and I got, you know, merch out right now, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is.
Nah,
that's just how I feel. It's like, it's
how can I say? You're 100% allowed to feel the way you feel and all of that shit, because like it's the same thing like when it comes up to me as well. And I'm not trying to make this about me whatsoever. The thing is,
bro.
people are gonna support somebody who's like either way more popular and all of that shit. And let's take Markiplier for instance, because I saw Markiplier, I've watched some of his content. And honestly, like, Markiplier is only entertaining to niggas that can relate to him. Like, that's it. Like, it's not a race thing, and I don't want nobody to take it that way. But Markiplier is only funny and entertaining to white people. Shit you not. Like, or to people who has, like, a bunch of fucking white friends and all of that shit. Like, he's entertaining to those people. Markiplier is not entertaining to me. I don't sit up and I don't look for his content, because to be honest, it's like, what does Markiplier do that's so fucking special except for have millions of fucking followers, bro? And somebody else like edit his content. I'm not hating, but I'm just pointing out the obvious. Niggas is gonna support some person. It's just like the same thing with niggas from the hood. If I'm creating music, right, and my music is fire, right, niggas gonna be like, oh well, you ain't got this or you ain't got that. Or well, nigga, you ain't got the clout like what's it ain't got the, like what that nigga got to do with you supporting me? Like, okay, so you got that nigga shirt. That nigga shirt costs like $1,000, but I say, hey, bro, buy my shirt, buy my mixtape for like $25 fucking a pop, and you giving me hassle about this shit. Niggas are very selective. Niggas only support popular niggas. Niggas only support niggas that really don't need their support, and that's mean to me. You know, but the niggas who do need their support, they look at them, they look down on them and tell them, hey, bro, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna do this. You ain't gonna do that. I'm like, damn, nigga, I can make it if you, bro, for real, bro. Like,
exactly.
Like, God damn.
All right, man, and I know it, And I know it for certainty. And I know it for certainty. That's exactly what's going on. But I don't want these people to be in my life if I get to a certain point where now I am making all that shit
Yeah.
money. I am doing all this stuff. And now, oh man, I just bought about 2 of your $25 shirts. Like, bro, oh,
Bro,
okay.
no,
Thank
dead
you, I
ass.
guess.
Once you make it, bro, once you make it, bro, instantly cut those niggas off. And it's bro, do not let those niggas back into your circle because they only around because you're popping now. That's it. That is it, bro. I'm telling you, like the group of niggas that I hang with every day that are my close friends, and because at first when I met these guys, bro, I was like, all right, bro, like these cool, but I don't know if I can become close with these people. And then I started talking to them every day, and I started like seeing that they are genuine people and all that shit. And I made this post like a few days ago on my story. I'm like, man, you got to surround yourself with people that are going to support you and that just want to see you win, and not people that are going to like fucking doubt you. They're going to be like, oh, bro, you got it, but doubt you behind closed doors. Now, I need people in my life that's going to support me while I'm there and when my back is turned, because those are the ones that's going to keep you motivated, and they're gonna check you like when you start to like slip up. Bro, if I don't post a video, for a week, bro, I can expect majority of the niggas in my group of homies Inc. to be blowing my phone up and telling me, yo, bro, why you ain't post? You know, you need niggas, like you real life need people like that on your team, bro, because they're gonna be the ones, like they're the ones that genuinely wants to see you succeed, and not just niggas that's gonna doubt you, and when you succeed want to be a part of that success. You know, nah, be a part of my lows right now. So when we finally get up there, we up there together, bro. Like don't go up out of nowhere. And honestly, bro, and had they not been genuine people, like I actually, had they not been genuine people and all of that shit, and good people, and not supported, like unsupportive and all that shit, because some YouTubers have this way of being in competition with their friends and shit, which is crazy. But they're not. They're genuine people. They support one another. Or when the game comes out, hey, bro, this game dropped, bro. You need to play that motherfucker, bro. You can collect some. You can collect some views and all that shit. You gotta have people like that on your team, bro. Because had they not been those people, I ain't gonna lie, I would have been a solo. I would have been solo around this motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we went from just being a bunch of niggas that did like a random collaborations to all being close friends and all of that shit. And like, I appreciate that shit a lot, because it is hard to find genuine people that want the same thing as you. Like, so you got to surround yourself with those type of people. And I don't give a damn if they buy a shirt and all that shit. Bro, my friend's done enough to help me as a creator, you know? So like I love them niggas for that shit. But it's some niggas, some creators, they can suck my dick. I don't give a fuck. Like, I ain't gonna lie, some of you niggas, bro, can suck my dick, bro. Like, fuck y'all. So,
I feel it. I feel you. All right. What about content creation has been the most positive, and what has been the most negative for you?
damn. I think the most positive shit that come out of like content creating for me, bro, is like I said, I met some real good fucking people, and not just homies Inc., but I know y'all too, which is OnlyFans, right? Cause like I say, I wasn't the type of nigga that would allow a lot of people to get to know me. I like to keep it low key to myself and all that shit. But next thing you know, I got these niggas as my close friends, and I consider like the OnlyFans close to me as well, because I give a fuck about all of y'all, to be honest, because I don't fuck with anybody outside these two groups. I don't fuck with outside of OnlyFans and Homies Inc. That's just it. You know, if you're not in those two groups, I'm really not talking to you, because it's like, damn, I built a relationship with you, Gamma, Duck, DJ, all of that shit, Perk, and all that shit. I consider all of y'all to be my friends, bro. If I don't know you, and I don't consider you to be my friend, I can give a fuck about how you feel about me or what you do and all of that shit. That's just it. Like, that's the positive thing, is meeting good people like y'all. That's because that's all I wanted, bro, out of this content creation shit. I don't want fake people around me. I actually want genuine people who all want something for themselves. And I've met those people. And that's it. I don't want to meet no more people. That's it. That's it. I don't want to know nobody. I don't want to know no more people other than Homies Inc. and OnlyFans. And if I do know somebody, that's because I feel like they are a good person. But a lot of niggas out here snakes, and I just don't give my energy and time to people like that. Just willfully and stuff. So yeah. The negative thing about content creating is that I have met some non-genuine people. Like, and I'm not even finna go into details, but these are people like where, like, if I needed somebody to talk to and all that shit, they for some reason they do not exist. They nowhere to be found. No matter how many times them niggas came to me and vented to me about their problems and all of that shit, I just could not get a word from out of them niggas when, you know, I was having dark days and shit. So, like, and that's when I realized, bro, like, I allowed these terrible niggas to become close to me, and they turn around and show me why I shouldn't have never felt close or allowed them to get close to me whatsoever, bro. When my grandma, like, back to the grandmother thing, bro, when I started going through dark days, only a few people hit me up. And I remember them specifically. Gamma hit me up. She was one of the few people that hit me up, because I just remember that shit like yesterday, bro, because I expressed that shit on social. I expressed that shit in my story. I ain't really go into details, but she did check in on me. And checking in on me is some shit that I appreciate a lot. Some of my homies that's in the group, they hit me up, they checked up on me and all of that shit. And the niggas that was supposed to be there for me, bro, was not there. Literally thought these niggas were my best friends. And when I approached them about it later on, I also heard they was saying some shit about me and didn't like that I was, I guess, they was in competition, and I couldn't fuck with that shit, to be real, bro. So I met some terrible fucking people, like terrible fucking friends. And I'm glad I'm not friends with them niggas no more. Like I say, they can suck a dick. I don't give a fuck about how anybody feel or any of that shit. But yeah, that's like the only negative part. I never really had beef with anybody in this content shit. I've never really had moments where I felt like, damn, this was terrible. My channel is fucking horrible. This and that, or that, or that, or that. I just know that I've met a few people and they turned it out to be terrible friends. That's it.
Okay. I agree. Like, besides the OnlyFans, I do have, I have like a smaller group, another group, the couple people I talk to, whatever, and then even in my own community, not as big as I would like it to be, but it's something, There's people that come to see me every day, well, not every day, but every time I stream, rather, and I appreciate that, and I want that community to grow. And with content creation and content creators, I don't think that I have I would say I have a friendly competition, but it's in myself. I don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass, I ain't gonna let you supersede me with that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think of it like, oh man, I like what Gamma Crew or whatever is doing right now. I want to try to do something like that myself, see how that work out for me and whatever. And I can honestly say that even with like Twitch, like with our numbers, like our not friends, our viewership numbers, our follower numbers, I never really looked at it until I actually started asking myself the question, like, how many followers do we all have? Not collectively, but whatever, how many individuals we have all together. I don't know. I know my numbers, and I think a couple other people did, like, in the thousands. I'm like, damn, when did you get to 1,000? I didn't even know you was up there. And I was like, but then it's like other people still reaching, trying to get to 1,000. I'm just like, we still on the same grind. And I don't sit there and say, you know, I I I feel like I would like to be at a higher place, of course, but I wouldn't want to take that from somebody else. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that,
saying? My goal is like, damn, I wish I had them numbers, but I'm not like, I don't wish I didn't. I wish you didn't have those numbers and I did.
yeah,
I need to be doing something, two things. I need to be watching you and understanding why you're getting and doing what you're doing and understanding that you're actually putting in the fucking work.
yeah.
And what the fuck am I doing? I'm not doing what I need to be doing. So I need to be looking at you and understanding that at the end of the day, the reason why you're up there and I'm down here is because I'm not doing what I need to be doing to be up there like you are.
Nah,
You know,
yeah,
and so that's my thing, and that's what's really motivating me more this year because I'm seeing everybody doing their own little individual things, you know what I'm saying, and they're doing it because it makes them happy, and it's always a bunch of fun, whatever it is, and and last year was just a terrible, slow ass time for me. And I was just like, damn, what am I doing wrong? And I'm looking at everybody else, and they're just going like this. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Nothing. I'm
nah.
doing absolutely fucking nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. So let me get my shit back together, start making content, making new content, doing these clips, doing whatever I need to be doing to start growing and get myself where I need to be. So I see everybody as an inspiration in some little way. You know what I'm saying? From you know, from YouTube to Twitch to TikTok, from where all the people, Twitter, all the people that I've seen, met, people that do, what do they call themselves? Social media managers,
Yeah,
these people too. Like, there's so many different types of people I know that I've talked to, you know what I'm saying? They're all inspiring, you know what I'm saying? So I need to be on my shit. That's the only thing that's going to get me from A to Z. That's it. I just got to be doing what I need to do.
yeah, fact.
And it's always great to have somebody to do that shit with. Like I enjoy my co-op streams. Those are my favorite. I love being being fucked up with the homies. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing. If we gonna be scared, we gonna be scared together. I'm not just that one little scary ass nigga just like playing video games by himself. People can still watch that. People love to see me scared, but it's such a different experience when the other motherfucker you playing with is also scared. So that's why we love these scary ass co-op streams. And just co-op streams in general. It don't matter what it is because one thing I noticed about myself is going into somebody's stream, playing games with them, and then somebody's in their channel like, oh yeah, is that Mac? And I love that feeling. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or in my streams like, oh, is that Gamma? Is that DJ? Whatever, because they recognize our voices, they know our co-op, how we sound, and it just shows love. It shows that people are paying attention
Uh-huh.
to you as a person.
Fact.
Instead of like, huh, who's that squeaky ass little nigga in the back over there? What that motherfucker talking? Like, what you say? You said
Yo,
nigga? Like, we got the
yo,
hard on. Like, I like them to. It's like, okay, I appreciate that you know who I am, but then it is what it is at the end of the day. But negatively, I would say for me, I have the people, but it's like it's so stupid because I don't know why. That's the one big problem with me in that area. Like I don't know why. People are weird. And it's so unfortunate that there's those types of people who wanna suck off of your growth. You know what I'm saying? And try to propel themselves to just be like, yeah, you're doing more co-op streams, Jason. You're doing this, you're doing that. And then at the end of the day, as you said, like when you need them, they're just not around. And it's like we are we're a minority in America, but we're also a minority on Twitch. But not because there's not a lot of us. It's just not a lot of us is being seen as we
nah,
should. Even with Black History Month. Like, I swear to God, for Black History Month, Twitch it took them like 4 or 5 days to post something about Black history. On the first fucking day of Women's History Month, they was on it. I was like, damn,
bro,
that's fast.
it's
That's crazy. I'm just saying, there's black women too, but like it took them like 4 or 5 days to post one thing for Black History Month. specifically, but on Women's History Month, that shit was on point. I was like, I didn't even remember that it was Women's History. I didn't even know it was March 1st.
Yeah.
I looked at that shit. I was like, damn, they fast. This is Women's History Month. Oh man, I was surprised as fuck. I was.
Yo, but then like people wonder why a lot of black creators are in groups with other black creators, bro. Like we shouldn't have to form like groups like these groups in order for us to be seen. Like why do we have to do that? Why do we have to find each other some way and then join these group chats and join these like Discord chats and make content consistently together to be able to like grow our channels when you got other niggas who don't have to do it, and not only that, isn't as near as entertaining as a lot of these black creators that is out, you know. That is I'm not saying it's a bad thing that we have to form groups to do it. I just think the reason why we have to do it is the problem. You know? Like, why do we have to do it? You got, when you look at it from this way, right? You got A and P. Majority of the motherfuckers in their group is black. They don't have another person. Well, they do, but we consider I don't know if Dominicans consider themselves to be black, but that nigga's black, okay? So Phantom is black. We took him, but you got AMP, you got Sombros, which is Berlizzi and JoJo and all of them niggas. You got those people, and you got other groups of black creators. Even on the Twitch side, I see a lot of black Twitch streamers. What they call this shit, networking. You know, and I'm scratching my head like, damn, how do everybody know everybody? But that's because we have to do that shit. You don't see white creators networking like we network, bro. Whatever. You don't see a lot of white YouTube groups of like a bunch of white YouTube gamers together all the time and making content because they don't have to. We have to do that in order to be seen, and I just think that's crazy. It's not a bad thing to be together, but it's just fucked up how we have to figure out all these different ways in order for our channels to get put out, our videos and our channels to get put out there, bro. And that is, I don't even know what to think about it sometimes. And 5 days for Black History Month?
It was a couple of days. It was a couple of days. It wasn't on the first day of Black History Month, I can tell you that. That was the craziest part. And
that is fucking crazy. Because the only reason why Casa Net even get posted on the Twitch front page now is because that nigga is the highest sub Twitch streamer right now currently. Had he not been, it would have been the same ass fucking faces on that front page. And we know who those niggas is, bro. But that's it, bro. You say I can't think of one white. The only group I can think of is Venos Gaming and his friends. But some of those niggas in his group is black, so I can't really say they are a pure white gaming group. But what all I'm saying is that you don't see many of them. You don't.
Yeah. I mean, they don't need it. You know, that, like you said, like at the end of the day, whenever they do these types of things, they collab. You know, but they're not necessarily a group already. They just collabing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, such and such is collabing with such and such. You know, whatever. Even on the Twitch side, so and so is collabing with so and so, and it's, as you said, not like us. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I feel like a lot of, and I said this to people, somebody I don't remember if I said it to everybody before, but a lot of the viewership comes from specific types of people, specific types of children, and these are the children that have the money, and they're able to grab their mama's wallet, daddy's wallet, whatever, grab a credit card and say, hey, I'm gonna put some subs down, whatever, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely.
And Nobody's really saying, oh, go ahead and watch that motherfucker over there, Jason. You know what I'm saying? or and whatnot. Make sure you got your wallet with you. But that's just not the content they seek. And they're I wouldn't say they're bland, but I've seen the content that my siblings watch when it comes down to content creation. And they don't watch Twitch. They watch YouTube. So I haven't done my job as a content creator to like give my siblings something to watch on YouTube. But when they watch these Minecraft players and stuff like that, it's just the same generic. Oh, don't go there. If something might happen. Like, bro, I'd be so annoyed. I'm like, shut that shit off. That shit's ass. I don't want to hear that.
Thanks, bro. Because that, like, I can understand kids gravitating towards that type of content because the way YouTube is trying to push like the family friendly shit and all of that. So I can see, okay, this kid is gonna go watch Minecraft. They're not gonna go and watch this black dude that curses a lot or any of that shit. Because in order for us to be seen like the way those niggas get seen, bro, and this is with a lot of black creators, Kai Cenat or Speed. Let's take Speed for instance, right? Speed done wild shit in his streams and said the shit that he said and just done ridiculous shit in his streams, like, and all of that, nobody will watch him. None of these, and a lot of these guys' fan bases are white teenagers and shit, bro. And in order for these white teenagers to even enjoy their content, they have to see Kai Cenat or they have to see Speed doing some incredibly insane shit that most black people won't even think to do on their free time, bro. Like, why do we have to go to these lengths for people to enjoy our content when there's another nigga right now, there's another nigga right now who all he have to do is just blink 2 times and boom, he's out there. Like, why do Speed have to constantly put himself at risk of being banned off a platform in order to get people to watch him? How many times does Bruce drop him off and Kai Cenat and fucking Your Rage have to be banned off Twitch in order for people to enjoy their content, you know? And I don't even want to speak on Aiden Ross because Aiden Ross have absolutely no business to be moving the way he's doing. You a white content creator and you really ain't have to do shit to get it. So, like, for him to be acting the way he's acting is crazy. That nigga, you got a father at home. Like, act like you got one. Like real shit. But, like, Kai Cenat and Speed and all that shit, they shouldn't have to continuously go to these fucking lengths to be seen, bro. Kai Cenat is doing something different every stream, and it's literally insane to have to consistently put all that energy into an everyday stream, bro. Speed, the energy Speed has is insane because I ain't gonna lie, I'd be tired of this shit in one day if I had to put that much energy into my content.
Right.
So
now you're right.
But it's the things that we have to do to fucking make it, bro. Like, we have to form these groups. We have to get on camera and say shit that could possibly get us canceled. We have to get on camera and fucking hurt ourselves. Or we have to get on camera and fucking break dance and rap and all of that other shit. When other niggas don't have to do that shit whatsoever, and they still get seen, bro. Like, you got some cornballs out there, I understand. Like, some of these niggas are cornballs. Like, Gideon, I don't like that nigga. He's a cornball. But even down to him, he wouldn't have to do the shit he do if he wasn't black. That's it.
No, you're right. And I agree that black people is having to act like, I don't want to say monkeys, but that's what they are. That's at the end of the day, their platform is being led, and they're being, I wouldn't be saying like puppeted to have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have to be the thing that, you know, is supposed to be scary. You know, this black man's all scariness bullshit, whatever you want to call it. You know, we have to be stereotypical black people on stream. You know, the stuff that they want to see. You know, these gangsters. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the chain. You gotta do a whole bunch of wild stuff. You gotta call women bitches.
Man.
You gotta make sure that they whole ass bitches, not just regular bitches, whole ass bitches. You know, you gotta treat them like objects. You know what I'm saying? You can't just enjoy the female form. You gotta say that bitch. You know, whatever, whatever.
Yeah,
And you
bro.
gotta say, I'm a dude. You know, how you gonna stop me if we're the only two people on the planet? You know,
Yeah,
you gotta be
bro.
really. You gotta do all this extra stuff, and people is just gonna sit there and look at it and be like, "What the fuck? Nobody who's watching this?" And as you said, they are just white teenagers. Most of them. I'm not gonna say there's none of them that's
Yeah, yeah.
not white, but you know, mostly white teenagers who are enjoying this stuff. They find this funny. Look at this nigga embarrassing himself.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the way they see it, like with the rap, even with the rap music, bro, and all of that shit, bro. It's like, bro, why do we constantly have to be violent and talk about call bitches bitches, and why do we have to carry guns, and why do we have to tattoo our faces? Why do we have to do all this shit in order for niggas to enjoy and think we're somebody, you know? And like, that's the crazy thing, because I don't ever want to reach to a point where I feel like I have to go to these lengths in order to be somebody. If I have to go to these lengths in order to be somebody, I quit this shit in a heartbeat. Like, straight up. I love this shit, but I don't love it that much to where I'm willing to destroy my image to get it, you know? And this is like, because you heard about the situation of niggas calling fucking Michael B. Jordan a cornball, like a corny motherfucker, right? I think
For
that's
the thing,
insane.
for what
Yeah,
he said
they like,
earlier to that lady.
yeah, on that interview. Okay, had he not been a positive person, not going for his dreams, not trying to do shit the right way, like coming to school with his head shot and all that shit, and to get acting roles and all of that, had he not been doing that and been out here gang banging and throwing up gang signs and carrying guns and getting all these fucking tattoos, would you have called him corny? Like, that's the thing. Like, would you have called him corny whatsoever? And I can say this because I come from a lifestyle where a lot of the niggas I grew up around didn't have goals and had all these tattoos on their fucking bodies and faces and all of that shit, was gangbangers and hood, and people treated them like they were fucking royalty and looked at the nigga that was trying to do something with his life and called him corny. But I'm like, damn, bro, like, why do I have to be corny for having dreams? You know?
Right.
So, and at the end of the day, it's like, you calling me corny, but my dream, I'm living my dream right now, bro, and everything. You know, and I'm one of those niggas that got a bunch of tattoos. I'm one of those motherfuckers that's from the hood. I grew up around gangbangers and all that shit. But at the same time, like, I had dreams. You know, if a nigga called me corny, I'll laugh at their face because I'm far from the corniest nigga ever. But if you're calling me corny, that means I'm doing something right. You know, I'm not out here risking my life and ruining my image because I want people to enjoy me. You gonna love me eventually, bro. That's what I'm saying. And that's all it is. Niggas called Michael B. Jordan corny, and now all the bitches want him. You know? Now everybody wants to hire him and cast him in movies. Now he just directed probably one of the biggest movies of all time. Like, how can you call that shit corny? You know?
And that people don't understand that. And I think that's what it comes down to is just like, well, for that situation specifically, you know, she really didn't want to take not responsibility. That's another word I'm looking for. She didn't want to take. I'm just going to use responsibility as that word right now, but she didn't want to take responsibility for the action. It's like, oh, I didn't say that. Oh, you're lying. You know, I didn't really say. Like, just suck up, just suck it up. Bro. I would have just sucked it up. Like, you know, all you gotta do is say, bro. You know, all you gotta do is just say, you right, and I'm happy to see you where you have come from since then. That was it. Not, oh no, I didn't say that at all. Because now you're looking stupid,
bro.
Because now we know you said it.
Niggas hate, bro. Motherfuckers hate accountability and just
That's the word I'm looking
being
for.
proven wrong, bro, and just like having them be like, okay, you did that shit. Nigga, give me my credit, give me my props, because you was the main motherfucker telling me that I couldn't do it, and that it was stupid, and that it was not, it wasn't respectable. Ain't gonna lie, bro. I want to hear you say it. I don't give a fuck how motherfuckers feel, nigga. If I was like, if I get up and I run into somebody that said I would never do it, and they call me lame for doing that shit, I'm gonna look you in your eyes and say, now say you're wrong. I'm gonna look you dead in your eyes and say you're wrong. And Michael B. Jordan has a lot of, ain't gonna lie, what he did was respectable, bro. Because if a nigga look me in my eyes and say, well, you're not corny anymore, I'm punching a hole through his face. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, he a better man than me, because I would have, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I would have ended that whole red carpet right then and there.
Nah, you're right. No, I understand it. Like, people are weird. We're over time, but damn. I won't ask that question because technically you answered that already, so that's cool.
Yeah.
What would you tell somebody that wants to start content creation?
Bro, just when you started out, bro, like I said, have a reason, a deep reason for why you want to be a content creator, and don't just start it because it's just something that you've seen other people do and think it was cool, bro. If you're going to start content creating, then you're going to have to think about, okay, where's content creating is going to take me in the next 5 years, and what do I want from this in the next 5 years, and how hard do I have to work in order to achieve it? Like, those are things you want to ask yourself every day when you start this shit. Don't just start it because somebody was like, hey, man, do it, you know? Because if you don't have a reason, you're not going to last long. It's very easy to quit something when you don't really feel the passion for it, or you don't have a why at the end of your at the end of it and all of that shit. Don't just become friends with just anybody you meet online. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Know who you fucking with. Know your audience. I was just telling another creator this the other day. Know your fucking audience, bro. Do not give your time to niggas or your audience on a personal level. Do not, because I seen some of these creators are widow ass motherfuckers. Don't be that. Don't be out here talking to kids, bro. Like, be communicating with kids on an everyday basis. That shit is weird. Don't do that shit, boy. Like, even with adults, don't just give your time to people that you don't know in person, because people are snakes. They either want to see your downfall, or when you don't give them what they want or what they expect out of you, they're looking to ruin your fucking life and all of that shit. So safe out here when you're making content, and know who you're talking to and know who you're interacting with, and just stay motivated, bro. Don't let nobody discourage you from like creating content. Some people who don't understand it like you understand it is going to see it as something that is lame. But take it from me, I'm literally a hood nigga doing content creating right now. I enjoy that shit, and I've met people who don't judge me for where I come from and who I am and all that shit, and they enjoy my presence as like I enjoy their presence, and just vibe, have fun with this shit, love it, because eventually you're gonna get there. I have never seen anybody who given up on content creating like make it. Like, if you give up, then I don't know what to tell you. But the niggas who stay in that paint and continue to push out videos like they do, it could be 5 years from now, it could be 6 years from now, 7 years. YouTubers don't blow up overnight, so keep doing that shit until you do.
Yep. I remember with YouTube specifically, that's very difficult anyways, because a lot of content creators started when they were teenagers.
Yeah.
Now you're an adult trying to get into the, these other motherfuckers things. And I've been looking at I'm like, damn, if only I had money, I couldn't even afford to buy these games. I'm over here giving them motherfuckers, my viewership. But if I had the money and I was able to do that shit back when I was a teenager, no matter what I had, if I had more motivation and all that good stuff, maybe I could have been one of them right now. But now I have to struggle. But I also, and I tell people, like, Samuel L. Jackson didn't start acting until he was like in his 40s, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, because he was a grown ass adult when his acting career took off. You
Yeah.
know.
So I always like to give that example because he's still acting now, still one of the best actors. You know what I'm saying out here. Um, and he started when he was older, and there's plenty of older streamers as well that make content. People enjoy them for it, and they take advantage of their oldness. I guess that's the word I want to use to make content because people feel
Yeah.
like, oh, grandma, grandpa is making content, whatever type shit, and they're able to give that to the people and to get back with that. But I'm not trying to be 80 years old streaming. I'm just saying.
Nah,
But
yes.
so I would like to make it while I'm still young and able to put out content like I would like want to.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, the motivation has to be there because there's definitely going to be days where you just feel like it's the end of the world. You just don't want to do it, and then you got to pull up yourself, remember what your goals are, and then be like, "Shit, I'm gonna do it." But you can't be afraid to take breaks. You gotta have breaks.
Do not kill yourself for this shit. If you are tired and know you are tired and know you need to just take a step back and just like rejuvenate and relax, do that shit. Content is gonna always be around. It's gonna always be there. I don't give a fuck if you like you're never too old to start making content and following your dreams and all of that shit. You're never too old to do the shit that you love. So if you feel like you need a break from this shit, like from content creating, and to like, and especially for y'all who streams like who streams a lot, if y'all feel like, hey man, I can't stream today, bro, take that fucking break. And I always say, stop telling niggas when you taking a break. Also, like you don't have to announce that shit every time that you feel tired and you feel like you don't want to stream. Nigga, that is your life. This is your body. This is your mental health. You do not have to explain to motherfuckers why you didn't stream on Thursday whatsoever. Nigga, I was resting. That's all you need to know. That's it. Take care of yourself first before you taking care of anybody else. And mostly take care of yourself first before you take care of your fucking viewers, bro. Because at the end of the day, once you're gone, they got nobody to go to. You know?
Back.
So make sure that you are still here and around and make sure that they still have somebody to go to at the end of the day. You know?
I agree. I'm gonna ask two more questions.
Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna ask John's question. John asks, well, I'm gonna ask one of John's questions. I'm not asking both of them, John. I'm not asking about the blueberry fucking. No, you're not getting that one. Anyways, he says, at what point in your content creation journey will you say, I finally made it?
I'm not at that point yet, to be real. Because, like, I'm very hard on myself, bro. Like, I'm extremely hard on myself when it comes up to anything that I do, whether it's fitness or content creating. So I'm not at a point where I can say, damn, I fucking made it. You know, I don't know when that time will come. I don't know specifically how many subscribers it's going to take me to get in order for me to sit back and say, I've made it. I just know that it's not going to be while I'm creating content creating. It's probably going to be when I'm able to retire and sit down and look at my kids and look at my family and know they don't have to want for anything. That's when I finally say, I fucking made it. Because everything I do is not for me, bro. I do it for the future of my brothers, my mom, and my future kids, bro. And whoever is in my life and my friends, the people that's right here by my side supporting me through this grind and all that shit. So when I'm old and I'm wrinkly and I can just sit back and just get fat and eat and become fucking lazy and just let my kids take over and all that shit, I've made it. I've made it. That's it.
I agree. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I agree. That should be something. I don't think that I could do it either. I don't think I could sit there and say I made it while I'm making content because you're always going to reach your goal and want to, keep going beyond that goal. So, that's why I like to have, you can be a million And even with like, you know, Kai Cenat, you know, he was what, like she was trying to get like what, like 290,000, I think, or was it 250,000? I don't remember. But his goal wasn't 300,000, but they helped him, you know, uh, succeed that or supersede that. And I don't know. I feel like I'm not a fan of Kai Cenat's content because I just don't watch him that much. But I find it, you know, I do, you know, I see his clips a lot because he has such a big following. So I feel like he was able to access something in a lot of people to say, hey, maybe I want to be a part of this. Let me drop 250 on this motherfucker. Or what was it, $5, I guess? Let me drop $5 on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a lot of I forgot how much money that is. But if you're getting half of $5, you know, it's like 250 times 300,000.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of fucking money.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And that's for a month. Because that's a sub for a month. Yeah. You know, that's a month long. So what happens the next month? What happens in March? You know what I'm saying? Or what, you know, I guess the end of March, since that's when you can redo it again. But that's just for the month, and it keeps increasing. So I don't know how his whole setup works. I don't know if he, you know, people keep subscribing over and over and over again to do that. But he made a good. Now I have to ask. Okay, Google, what is 2.50 times 300,000?
2.5 times 300,000 is 750,000.
750,000. So that's not bad. That's a lot of money. That's all I'm saying. You know, you could do with 700. You know, I could have did with 750,000. Okay, again, I appreciate it. A lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're making 750,000 a month. That's you making over $1 million over 2 months. I don't make that much in a fucking year. So to make it in a month is a lot. So regardless, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he has had something to make people or motivate people to push his shit so that he can get to that goal. And that's something I aspire to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, gathering people from all over to do this, to help me out, to keep making great content is important. And I shouldn't have to be a monkey to do it. So, you know, that's what it is at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But I do hope that you are able to get to that point in your life to be able to say I made it without having, you know, because everybody wants their family to be great. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of goals for a lot of black, and I'm going to say a lot of black content creators, not just, you know, streaming wise, but actors, singers, rappers, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them is like, you know, I did this for my family and all this other stuff. I don't really see that a lot for white people. It's just, they don't need it because their family's okay.
Bro,
they got no money. They don't have that family motivation. Their motherfucking family, doctors, and all this other shit. Like, I just, you know, I got to the rap game because of this. You know, there's other people, you know, of course, there's poor white people, but I don't hear them saying that their motivation at the end of the day, you know, I don't hear that from like Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, you know, all these other people. No, I'm not. I like them.
These are actors that went to acting schools, expensive acting schools. Let's take it as that, because to become a well-paid actor and have all these little nice agencies, bro, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And people don't. Like, what they don't tell you is it's hard to break into acting because you also have to go to school for that shit and be trained how to act, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why you see also, like, majority of the black actors that we are seeing in, like, movies and shows, them niggas are British. Them niggas,
yeah.
Because them niggas went to British acting schools and all of that shit. They not Samuel Jackson or motherfucking, like other actors that came from like terrible fucking neighborhoods and all of that shit and had to like do whatever it took to break into acting and all that shit. Because most actors right now are niggas who took different paths. They didn't go a certain path. They didn't take acting schools and all of that shit. Okay, I'm gonna do this, but as soon as I become successful in this, I'm gonna cross over into the acting industry. Ice Cube was a rapper before he was a writer and fucking actor. Michael B. Jordan, Michael B. Jordan been acting all his life. Well, he started fucking somewhere and all of that shit. Who else? Marlon Wayans had to do fucking comedy and to cross over into like acting. Steve Harvey had to do comedy before he became as famous as he became. You have to start somewhere. None of these niggas went to acting school. None of them. They just started from somewhere else and crossed over, you know? So, yeah. This shit is crazy.
That's what you gotta do when you black. You can't go the right, you can't, I want to say the right way. You just can't go the straight path. It ain't easy for us. We gotta go around, we gotta go through the bushes, we gotta get hit with everything, and because they don't want us to succeed. That's the thing.
Shit.
That's why we have to go to that.
Look at The Rock. That nigga had to wrestle in tights for years before he broke into the acting career. You know, so hey, bro, it's the past, bro. You got to take. But a lot of the reasons why we do it, bro, is for family, bro. That's all it is. Like, we got no other choice, because if we doing it for ourselves, bro, like, it's selfish, because your support, most of your support and your income is gonna come from for black families, especially ones with no father in their life. A majority of that support is gonna come from your mama, bro, and your siblings and all of that shit. That's it. And it's the same thing with me. A lot of my support, it comes from my siblings, and it comes from my mom and all of that shit. And the shit that I have now. And at one point when I didn't have a job and I couldn't afford games, which was not so long ago, and I really wanted God of War to record on my channel, my mom brought that shit for me, bro. At the time I wasn't working. I got a job now that pays well, and I'm the lead. But it's just your support, bro. It's gonna come from your family. So I'm gonna do it for my family. So that way I don't have to ask my mom whether or not she can buy this shit for me because I'm broke, you know? So, you know, I want to be able to be like, oh, I want this. I'm going to go get it. Mom, you want something too while I'm out the door? You know, you know, that's a dream right there. And so that's what I want, man.
We're hoping that you get it, my boy. Soon, not later. That's all I'll say. Sooner, not later.
Soon, not later, bro.
I'm gonna ask the last question,
yes, sir.
which is simple, easy. Do you have any questions for me, or question? I'm gonna say question, because questions is way too much. That's too much power. Question is fine. A question.
A question, bro. Fuck, bro. I think the question is, bro, because I understand, like, you also, like, you work and all of that shit, bro. Like, how do you mentally prepare yourself every day to, like, get up and just attack the day, bro? Like, to just get up and be like, fuck, I got to do this shit, and go out and do it, you know? Because sometimes the hardest things for us to do, especially when we got all of this shit going on in our lives, like work, content creating, it's hard to wake up one day and be like, oh, fuck, bro, I got to get up and do this shit again. Most times we don't want to do that shit. So how do you encourage yourself every day to wake up out of bed and get what you have to get your priorities done, and make sure the bills is paid and your content is made and all of that shit?
I'll be hungry, nigga. I'll be hungry.
Hey, that's
I be starving, bro.
That's motherfucking real, though. That's real. Niggas.
I'm not the type of person who go out and you know, I don't cook my own food all the time, but I be trying to eat,
bro.
You know,
That's real.
That's all I can say is, like, I just be hungry. You know, I mean, for food, like, job wise and making sure my bills paid. You know, I be hungry. I need a place to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And all this other stuff. Like, I don't want to be in a position where I don't have these things. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I could lose it all at one point. But I'm not going to let my job mistreat me or anything like that. I'm still working on some things. But at the end of the day, that's my motivation. And, you know, it's to always have enough money to be able to help people when they need it. Because I know that if I was in a position, and I have been in that position, where I needed that help, you know what I'm saying, and they would help me out, and then I could help, I could do that, and I do that a lot. And well, it depends on the person, because I know some people won't be able to do it, but if I have a little extra money in my pocket, my family asks me for something, or a friend needs something, I have that little extra money to say, hey, did you eat today? Whatever. Like, no, I didn't get to eat today. Why you didn't eat today? I didn't get paid yet. Here. There you go. Here's some money. Here, get you something to eat, bro. We ain't gonna let you starve to death. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of person I am. That's the stuff I go through all the time. But with content creation, I'm on my mental health break. Today is the first day I'll be streaming for a while. But I think what gets me motivated to do it is just I like to play games. It's something that gives me some type of relief from the whole 9 to 5 thing, because I'm not doing anything I want to do as a 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I get to come home. I get to spend time with the people, making content creation with us, a collab with us, just my viewers or whatever. I get to spend time with people I actually want to, I'm fucking with, you know what I'm saying? And I want to meet more people through that, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel, streaming is much more easier than YouTube. And I know it, because I can sit here some days and I'm just like, damn, this is a really good game. I should probably stream this. And then I would just pop open my fucking computer and just tap the button and I'm going. You know what I'm saying? And most times, like, if I didn't have the work and I had to stream, I do have times I'm like, I don't want to do it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just because, and I'm like, and it usually because that's only from things outside of work or content creation that I have no control over, that might be on my mind or whatever. And, sometimes I might take a break, but I know that and I say it every time I stream, is that, I want to bring content that people deserve, because I know I am the relief that people need at whatever time I'm streaming. Whatever, people come in while they're working, when it is at an office job and they come through, whatever that is, or, they just got off of work and they put me on. So I'm in some type of relief for them as well. So it's just the same as I know that I'm starving and I need to eat so I got to work my 9 to 5. I also know that in some way I'm a relief to somebody else. I'm a kind face, whatever, toxic, whatever you want to fucking call it, my entertainment for them that they want to see. Like, even for my movie nights, people, I had someone, tell me, one of my viewers, he was like, every time you do a movie night, me and my wife is so excited, when we get off work, we're gonna be able to put you on. You know what I'm saying? We pop popcorn and we sit down, we watch you on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That made me happy. You know what I'm saying? That's something I want to be able to hear. And so, I would say, starvation, and supporting the people I care about, as close my viewers, is something that makes me motivate me to, get up in the morning for all this stuff. Because I do enjoy it. I don't enjoy working, but I do enjoy content creation. Now, if I can put those two together, great. But at the moment, I got to go to my 9 to 5. I'm not trying to starve. I
feel it, because I have to clock into a 9 to 5 every morning too, bro. So I ain't gonna lie, I do love eating. I do be eating, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So, but I do not miss a meal, and I do not want to. So,
exactly,
bro.
That's just what we're on right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. Normal people work 9 to 5, but everything as expensive as it is, you know what I'm saying, and don't pay enough sometimes.
Yeah.
And you just got to get over it and keep moving and try to succeed in the places that you can succeed in, and strive to reach your goals. At the end of the day, that's all you can do, really.
Make your situation work for you, bro, and you gotta do what you got to do until you can get to where you're going, and that is That is something that I live by every day, bro. It's like I don't give a
Mm-hmm.
how much I may hate waking up in the morning and going to this job and interacting with like 100 people a fucking day. At the end of the day, it's like whatever I make from doing this shit, for putting up with this, is gonna help me continue to progress in the shit that I love to do, which is
Mm-hmm.
skating. So I have to do that. Like even with the fitness shit, if I want to eat, if I want to diet properly, if I want to be able to, go to the gym and actually work out and all that shit, I got to make
Mm-hmm.
money to be able to pay these fucking bills and in order to do these things. I gotta have the money to be able to go to the store and buy all this healthy shit so I can put towards my diet. Because the second I say fuck this job, out of pure hatred, all of that shit comes straight to an end. Like that shit stops, So
Back to the oodles and noodles, my
back
nigga.
to the oodles and fucking noodles. And bro. I haven't had noodles in months. Nigga,
You
I don't want
lucky.
to go back. I do not want to go back, bro. I swear.
I feel you. That's just how it is. They expensive now too. They're like 45 cents. They used to be 25. I mean, here they're 45 cents for one
Uh,
pack.
I don't know how much the single package is over here in Texas, bro. Because I don't buy noodles. Like,
Yeah.
if I might buy some cup noodles, but I don't. When I buy noodles, is one of those things that when I go to the store buy, I don't check for the price. I just buy the shit,
Mm-hmm.
because it's your noodles. Like, okay, now if I was going to the store and I was buying a pack of hamburger, I'm looking at that motherfucking price. I'm like, yeah, hold on, bro.
No, I feel you. I mean, I just work at a grocery store, so I know this.
Oh, nah,
I've,
I work with one too. So, but I work in one too, but I don't pay it. Like, I really walk past noodles when I see them, bro. Like, I pay them more no attention and all that shit. Now, if life was like getting a little bit tough, I ain't gonna lie, I'm eyeing them noodles now, bro. I'm not playing.
I mean, I make my sacrifices, but I stick to the other stuff. I got no choice. But at the end of the day, we do what we do for what we can for our future.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the same shit that, I'm not saying that, I'm not comparing our circumstances to, you know, back to slavery times and stuff like that, but they had no choice but to do what they had to do to succeed for their future,
Mm-hmm.
their progeny. You know what I'm saying? And that's just basically how life works. And so that's what we have to do for ourselves. I don't want my future grandchildren to be like, huh, what do you recommend? I don't know. I used to be poor. I used to just struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I had one pack of ramen noodles, and I had to like split that shit 4 ways for like 4 days.
Oh, bro. I refuse to turn into those, well, back in my day ass niggas, bro. Nah, bro. I refuse to. I do not want to get to a point where I have to tell my kids my struggles as if it's what we're supposed to do. I'm not gonna be like, well, back in my days we had to walk to wherever we had to go, or we had to make us a pack of noodles. No, I want my kid. I want to be able to tell my grandkids, well, shit, nigga, go get it.
Right.
I don't want to
It's
be
insane.
those back in my day type niggas, bro. I don't want to do that shit, bro, because I get sick of hearing the old heads in my family trying to tell me they old hardships and shit as it is. Like, nigga, nobody want to hear about how you had to fucking escape slavery and shit. Nigga, shut up.
Right. I don't know. Man, black people funny. I'll say that. Black people funny. They love. It was a video, and I posted it on IG Live. A lot of people, you can't struggle. They call it the Struggle Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Everybody comparing their struggles to each other, trying to compete and shit. And sometimes, unfortunately, as a young adult, as a child, as a teenager, whatever age you are in this day and age, it always seems like you're struggling to find some type of help or whatever with someone that's older, and just you gotta struggle. You're struggling. Oh, I gotta do this whatever. And as you said, they sit here like, well, I used to have to walk 7 miles to get to. Well, now we in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep. Niggas
that's
trying
what I was That's when it begins down to being annoying. Cause like it's like nigga, so it's like I don't have your old
Like for real,
2,000-year
bro.
old
Like
shits. Like goddamn, leave me
them niggas
alone.
be trying to
Goddamn.
one up your struggles and shit. Like goddamn, bro. Like what the fuck is this, bro? A competition, nigga? Damn, help me out,
Exactly.
bro. Teach me the ways, bro. Like I don't want to hear about what the fuck you been through, nigga. I'm trying to make it out this shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what it is. Anyways, I've taken 2 hours of your life.
Hey, it's better than doing nothing because Loki. I wanted to edit. I'm not gonna lie, bro, but I'm gonna be real. That video is about 2 hours long, and and fucking The Last of Us about to come on, so I'm not editing shit right now.
I feel about it.
But shit, I appreciate this shit, bro. This shit was fun. I ain't gonna lie.
I appreciate you for coming through. I'm trying to get more and more people to do it. Now everybody wants to do it. I gotta be in people's DMs, knocking on their door, like, "Hey, you want to interview?" I don't like doing that too much. I like when people come to me rather, but I don't mind asking. It's just like, it's just something I feel like needs to be done, and it helps people to be more open to interviews or just have to have questions being asked to them, because like shit, you could 2 years from, a year from now, you be, be on the cover of Forbes and they ask you questions. You're like, you know what? I'm not even upset right now because these motherfuckers is, cause I already had an interview with the Matt. Shut the fuck up, sir. Anyways.
Or so over here, he over here coughing. Nigga, do a fucking interview, nigga. Like, do one. What you coughing for? You ain't got COVID.
He's struggling.
Stop playing with me, bro.
He's struggling out here. But no, I do appreciate it. I didn't ask all the questions I usually ask. It was like 4 other questions, but it's cool. It's whatever. But thank you again for being here. Thank you everybody for being here. Appreciate y'all questions. I'm not gonna ask this man what you smell like right now. That's the craziest shit I ever heard.
Bro,
I don't know why this motherfucker.
Stop that shit, bro. Bro, what is wrong with you? What is wrong?
He on another level.
The questions that I would ask the women in this chat, this nigga is always asking me. Bro, this is nuts.
This man be on another level. I ain't trying to be there. You can stay there, Ja. But yeah, you said that you were doing your video and you're not going to edit it. So when do you expect it to come out?
Probably if I wake up early in the morning and get it to work, it's probably going to come out like around like 10 or 12 p.m. like in the afternoon or some shit. Cause I don't do too much editing, to be real. I just put what's there. I try to cut out all of the boring shit and stuff. So it should be out tomorrow in the morning and all of it. Like 10. Damn, these little niggas got school tomorrow, right? Well, fuck, it would be around like 2 p.m. or some shit then.
Okay. So tomorrow.
Yep,
tomorrow at 2 p.m. Make sure y'all follow Jason if you haven't already, especially if you on my side of the Instagram field, and not just on IG, but just also on YouTube.
I'm not gonna lie. If y'all gonna follow me on IG, y'all gonna have to send me some news. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see that ass twerk. Stop playing. Stop playing. Y'all already know what time it is, bro.
Don't ask that, because y'all gonna be in your fucking DMs now. That's crazy.
Fuck, yeah, hold on. I just had to remember that. That is crazy, bro. That is fucking crazy.
You want that shit. But no, I appreciate you for tuning in and stopping by and hanging out and answering the questions, even though it wasn't all the questions. It was a good conversation. I think that we talked about a lot there, regardless of how many questions that we asked. It's just about the quality. It's the quality, not the quantity of what was said. That's what's important.
Yes.
So yeah. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna try I'm gonna try to have this on YouTube, but if you didn't watch the entire thing, if you haven't been here for the entire thing, do watch it on IGTV or on YouTube tomorrow, hopefully, and stay tuned for the next interview when it comes out.
Yeah.
So I appreciate y'all for coming through. Thank you, Jason, again. I appreciate you, my friend.
Boy.
Y'all have a great night. Eat well, sleep well. Stay safe out there.
Oh,
And
Duck got a question. Why you got a question now, Duck? What the fuck was you?
you know the criteria. There is a question box at the bottom with a message bubble. And I've said this not just in your interview, but the other 12 interviews that you probably have swooped into. I'm just saying, you just got home, ask your question. You got 10 seconds to ask that question.
Let's go. Let's go.
I didn't see it. Yeah, you late. Okay, 10 seconds over. Your question is done. You obviously didn't have a question because you was able to type, I didn't see it, LMAO, and a shit ton of scullies. That could have been a whole question. You wasted 2 sentences. I'm just saying. Let me see your brick. That's great. Okay.
So you want to see my dick? Yo!
That ain't a question.
Stop playing.
But
I'll let this bitch rip on stream. I'll give all of us banned. Stop playing with me.
Y'all making this unnecessarily long, like his dick. Anyways, y'all have a good one. Sweet dreams. See y'all later. Peace.